Hey everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and this is my series Nails in a Coffin, where we learn that with great kills, there must also come great nails. Well, we're wrapping up. I just finished covering all 13 movies in the Halloween franchise on my Nails in a Coffin series. This episode of Nails in a Coffin, I'm going to give you my Golden Nail Awards, which are my favorite 1, 2, and 3 nail kills in the entire franchise. I'm also going to discuss the movie with the lowest and the highest average of nails in a coffin. And I figured I rank these movies as well, since the last time I ranked them for movie timelines dead last, we didn't have Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends to consider. So, thanks for watching, and let's get started. Here's a summary of the average nails in a coffin for all 13 movies in the Halloween franchise. So, taking a look at all these averages, you can see that Halloween 5 and Halloween 6 are actually tied with an average of 2 nails in a coffin. So, let's break this down a little further and take a look at the nail ratings for each movie. Halloween 5, I did give Tina 4 nails in a coffin for sacrificing herself to save Jamie. So, she sacrificed herself to save her dead best friend's foster sister. I had to give her credit for that, even though she was an extremely annoying and irritating character. In the end, she did sacrifice herself to save Jamie, and I saw her make some pretty smart decisions when she found the bodies in the barn and whatnot. So, I do stick by my 4 nail rating there. Other than that, it's pretty much spread throughout with the, we got 3 2 nail awards, 2 1 nail awards, and only 1 3 nail awards. So, pretty evenly spread throughout. Taking a look at Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Now, I didn't give away any 4 nail ratings, but I think the numbers are spread out just a little bit better with 2 3 nails, 4 2 nails, and this one only had 2 1 nail ratings, and those were with the Strodes. So, going back and forth on which movie I think deserves to have the title of the highest nails in the coffin average winner will be Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Going back, I just watched all these movies recently, and I just felt those characters made just a little bit more smarter decisions, spread throughout. So my decision will be Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, for the highest average of nails in a coffin in all 13 movies in the Halloween franchise. And the movie with the lowest average nails in a coffin, no surprise with this one, Halloween Kills. And before I even started covering all these movies, I expected this movie would have the lowest average, but I didn't think actually it would be this low. I gave away the highest rating I gave was 2 nails, and those were for a few of the firefighters. But other than that, the majority of people had 0 nails in a coffin because you had the mob. You had just so many stupid, irritating, cringe decisions in this movie. Like the mob, I gave all of them 0 nails in a coffin. Karen, I gave her 0 nails in a coffin for the final kill in that movie. And then we had the winner, Vanessa, who shot herself in the face when a car door was kicked at her, and she turned the gun around and shot herself in the face. So, yeah, this was... Oh, God, this movie's so irritatingly stupid. Oh, it's got some good kills, but damn, people are dumb in this movie. So, I don't think anybody's going to be surprised with this one. Halloween Kills, the dumbest people in the entire franchise, the lowest average of nails in a coffin. So, some quick numbers for everybody here. Here's the average nails in a coffin for the entire franchise, and I wanted to compare that to the average nails in a coffin from some other big franchises that I've covered this year. So, Halloween had an overall average across 13 movies, 136 kills, an average of 1.59 nails. Comparing that to Friday the 13th franchise, which I just covered before Halloween, that movie had an average of 1.8 nails across 169 on-screen kills. And going back into Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I covered at the beginning of the year, that movie had an overall average of 1.56 nails in a coffin across 107 on-screen kills. So, thinking back to all 34 movies across 3 of the biggest horror franchises, I could say these averages are pretty accurate, thinking about all the victims and, all 3 of these huge franchises. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. And just for fun, the overall average nails in a coffin for all 3 of these huge franchises came out to 1.65 nails. So take that for what it's worth. You can just see that in horror movies, people are written to be very stupid because you have to advance the plot. You got to get the kills. So, yeah, the overall average across all three franchises is still less than 2 nails in the coffin. Now, let's move on to my rankings for all the Halloween films. I'm going to try and just keep this quick, just 1 or 2 sentences about each movie, but I would also love to know what your rankings are for this entire franchise. Please let me know in the comments down below. I'd really get a big kick out of, seeing what everyone thinks about this franchise, how they would rank it. So, starting with number 13, not too much of a surprise to anybody here, Halloween Resurrection. We all knew why this movie sucks. They disrespected Laurie. And this is just another Halloween sequel that should not have been made. If it ended with H2O, that ending was kind of definitive. And just like other movies on this list, which I'll mention. But yeah, and that's going to be a theme. A lot of the lower movies are going to be movies that should not have been made. They should have ended, the franchise with the movie previous to it. But yeah, Halloween Resurrection is really bad. That end fight with Busta Rhymes, him cussing out Michael and Michael just walking away, is just so stupid on so many levels. Even the charismatic Busta Rhymes couldn't save this horrible movie. I really dislike it. My number 13 movie, Halloween Resurrection. Moving on to number 12. Again, just another bad movie as well. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Michael looked horrible. The mask is just really not good to look at. They changed the look of the Myers house, making it this big 2-3 story mansion type house instead of the traditional Michael Myers house, which still makes no sense. Have no what they did. If this movie is trash, I liked one scene in this movie when Michael was trying to run down Jamie and Tina's death. Other than that, this movie is trash. My number 12 pick. Now, number 11, the most recent entry into the entire franchise, Halloween Ends. This movie didn't feel like a Halloween movie. It didn't even feel like it took place during Halloween. It didn't deliver what was promised. Corey was a badly written character. The writing in this movie, I think, was trash. They would hint at certain things like Michael Myers getting energy, getting energy or healing from killing people, and then he even hinted that Corey was being healed after killing Dr. Mathis. But it's like the writers couldn't think of a final answer for all these questions, and they just decided to ignore it. I mean, for crying out loud, Corey got beat up by the band team in high school, and then he goes to beat up Michael Myers to take his mask. Really bad. Did not enjoy this movie. My 11 pick, Halloween Ends. And following with number 10, Halloween Kills. Bad dialogue, a litany of stupid decisions and characters. Now, the kills were really good in this movie. I do love the beginning when Michael Myers is walking out of the house burning, holding the Halligan bar up, about to go fight the firefighters. That scene is excellent, but the rest of this movie is trash. I really don't like it. Halloween Kills, my number 10 pick. And my number 9 pick is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, this is Michael Myers at his most brutal. And the only reason I put this movie over some of the other ones lower is Brad Dourif and Daniel Harris's performance. I love Brad Dourif's performance. He's the best actor in this movie by far, and you can't go wrong with Daniel Harris. So, not really a great movie. Michael Myers is brutal, and I guess the best part again is Brad Dourif. Number 8, I went with Halloween H2O. Not a bad movie. It's just a movie. It's okay. The characters are boring with real no depth or interest in them. I really didn't care for Josh Hartnett as Laurie's son. He was kind of boring and uninspiring. The kills aren't too great in this movie. You do have the horrible CGI mask, but I was back and forth putting this between H2O and Zombies Halloween 2. I like it just a little bit better because of the ending. So, number 8, Halloween H2O. Now, my number 7 pick, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. This at least felt like a Halloween movie, and it's not really bad. Now, I do prefer the producer's cut over a theatrical cut because it has less of that Weinstein stink on it. I do prefer the ending and Jamie's death in the producer's cut. It's just a better made movie, and the further you get away from anything with Weinstein attached to it, I'm always going to pick that over it. So, yeah, my number 7, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. My number 6 pick is going to go to Halloween 2018. I think the franchise should have ended here because kills and ends were just really bad. They should have kept it ambiguous like the end of the first Halloween movie. He falls off the balcony and then the body disappears. They did the exact same thing with 2018 with the burning basement and just keep it ambiguous and just have that's how the movie should have ended. Kills and ends should not have been made because they're bad movies. But I liked Halloween 2018. I love the look of Michael Myers. James Courtney looked fantastic. I think he really nailed the role. I love the look of the mask because it had some age and wear on it. The kills were really brutal. Yeah, I didn't really hate too many of the characters here, except for Cameron. But I'll admit, I did have fun with this movie watching it, and I picked it for my number 6. Now, my number 5 pick, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, I didn't care for his look in this movie, but damn, is Danielle Harris so good as Jamie. And this is one of Dr. Loomis's best performances. I really enjoyed the hell out of Halloween 4. And again, it's a running theme. They could have ended the franchise the way Halloween 4 ended, with Michael falling down the well and supposedly dying, and then Jamie killing her mom with a pair of scissors and the evil past. That's a good way to end the franchise. They should have done it, but they want to keep shooting out sequels, and we get crap like Halloween 5. But Halloween 4 is a ton of fun, even though I don't care for the way Michael Myers looks. Daniel Harris is fantastic. So is Dr. Loomis. Such a fun movie. Number 5 pick, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, my number 4 pick. This is going to be controversial for some of you. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yeah, I know. The first act is tough to sit through. That whole breakfast scene is just really tough to watch. You get Michael Myers talking. You know, Rob Zombie sat down with John Carpenter. We all know. John Carpenter said, make it your own. And Rob Zombie sure as hell did that. Now, a lot of people hate this film, but once you get past that first act, I can't help but enjoy this film. When he's in the sanitarium and when he escapes, it's just I don't really care for the director's cut. I much prefer the theatrical cut because the director's cut's got some glaring issues in it. But there's just something about this movie I really enjoy. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I still watch it. I'll watch it again and again. And you guys are going to disagree with me, but my number 4 pick is Rob Zombie's Halloween. And I think it's pretty easy to guess how the rest of these 3 are going to get ranked. My number 3 pick, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Not a bad movie, tons of fun. Tom Atkins is incredible as Dr. Chalice. He's so good in this movie because he's kind of like a reluctant hero. And that's what I really like about it. It's great with the mask. It's something totally different. It's nothing like any other movie in the Halloween franchise. We all know John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, they didn't want to make a sequel. They wanted to make it more of an anthology series. And this movie for years and years got a lot of undeserved hate. You know, if they just called it Season of the Witch, would have done so much better. But I think more and more people are realizing this is a solid Halloween movie, and it really is good. Yeah, I can't crap on this movie because I really enjoy the hell out of it. I still watch it every October. It's tons of fun, and that ending is so good and impactful. I love it. My number 3 pick, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. My number 2 pick, Halloween 2, great companion to the original, works extremely well watching back-to-back since they all take place in the same night. Takes place almost entirely in the hospital with Michael trying to finish his job, you know, going to kill Laurie. And this is the movie where we find out that Michael and Laurie are actually brother and sister. And let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that. Do you like that they were brother and sister, or do you hate it that they were brother and sister? Me personally, I'm kind of in the middle, but I kind of lean more towards I kind of like that they were brother and sister. I know people say it's more scary that he's just killing for no reason, but I kind of like that connection, even though John Carpenter thinks it's stupid. I don't mind it, and I kind of prefer it. But that's just me. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But Halloween 2 is a great movie. I think Dick Warlock played a great Michael Myers. He's definitely got a different gait walking than Nick Castle did, but a fun movie to watch. The kills are really good, especially when he drowns down one girl in the boiling water. You know, slams the hammer down on the guard's head. Great movie. Nothing wrong with it as far as I can see. Halloween 2, my number 2 pick. No surprise here. My number 1 Halloween movie, the entire Halloween franchise. Of course, John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978. One of my favorite horror movies of all time. My favorite slasher movie of all time. I love everything about it. The directing, the acting, the score, the cinematography, the lighting. Everything about this movie is just fantastic. The ending, if they just made this movie and no other sequels, it would still have the same impact because of that ambiguous ending. It is so, so well done. One of the greatest horror movies ever made. 70s, very underrated for horror slashers. Between Halloween and Black Christmas, 2 of my favorite horror movies of all time. So solidly good. Yeah. People have talked about how good this movie is millions of times. I don't want to go too much into depth because this video will be an hour long, me talking how much I love the first Halloween. But really easy to tell. My favorite Halloween movie out of the entire franchise is Halloween from 1978. And let's wrap this video up with my Golden Nail Awards. Those are my favorite 1, 2, 3, 4 nail ratings from the entire franchise. So, starting with the Golden 4 Nail Award, not going to give one. I only gave out one 4-nail rating, and that was to Tina in Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Now, I stand by giving her 4 nails for sacrificing herself to save Jamie, but I don't think she deserves the Golden Nail Award just by default. Having no competition really doesn't make it worth it for me to give her that award. Stand by giving her 4 nails, but I'm not going to be able to give Tina the Golden 4-nail award. Now my Golden 3-nail award. I had 2 3-nail kills that I considered for this award. Joe Grizzly from Rob Zombie's Halloween and Aaron from Halloween 2018. Both movies are called Halloween and both kills take place in a bathroom. That's kind of weird, but I decided on the Golden 3-nail award will go to Aaron. He heard his girlfriend Dana scream from the bathroom, and he just found bodies, the clerk and the mechanic, and he knew enough to at least grab a crowbar. He went into the bathroom to go save his girlfriend, who he cared about. Now, even though he didn't do a good job at it, he still fought, and that goes a long way in this franchise, because there weren't too many 3-nail awards. You know, Michael Myers was too much for him, but Aaron probably knew that, and he went to go save his girlfriend. He tried to give her time to escape. She didn't, which is why she got the nail rating she did. But out of all the 3-nail kills, this one turned out to be my favorite in the entire franchise. The Golden 3-nail award goes to Aaron. And my Golden 2-nail award, that's going to go to Ismael from Rob Zombie's Halloween. This kill stood out to me since this was a death that I really didn't want to happen. Ismael was the only person who was always nice to Michael in Rob Zombie's Halloween. He looked out for him. You know, once Michael snapped, nobody was safe, we can tell. And the kill itself really was nothing special. He was just bashed around, head dunked in a sink full of water, filling up more and more with blood. And then he had a TV dropped on his head. But the way Ismael was saying, hey, I was good to you, Mikey, I was good to you, it made this kind of a sad death. And it kind of stuck with me in this movie. So I selected Ismael as the winner of my Golden 2-nail award. We're up to the Golden 1-nail award, and might as well go back to where it all started. Judith Myers from the original Halloween is going to get the Golden 1-nail award. This was Michael's first kill, and he never spoke a word after this murder in that timeline. This kill set the tone for how awesome the first movie was. You know, no reason given to why he did this. Nobody really knows. He just walked into his sister's room where she was sitting topless, brushing hair, and stabbed to her death with a knife from the kitchen. I kind of like how we never find out the exact reason why Michael killed Judith. There are theories and whatnot, but we never really find out, and that's what I think made it so scary and so impactful. You had this child killing his teenage sister. We don't know why. You know, really great. My favorite movie in the franchise. So, Judith, you're the winner of my Golden 1-nail award. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are all my Golden Nail awards for the Halloween franchise. But we're not done yet. This franchise had multiple 0-nail ratings, and I don't like giving those out too often. But when you watch those kills that I gave them, I think you guys will agree with me that they all deserved 0 nails. So, I don't want to call it a Golden 0-nail award because this doesn't deserve that. So, this is going to be the very, very rare Shit the Bed 0-nail award. And the lucky winner of that award goes to Vanessa from Halloween Kills. She shot herself in the face when a car door was kicked at her. Now, she ran off from the SUV with this Desert Eagle handgun, only to come back after Marion and her husband were dead. She fired multiple rounds, went everywhere but at Michael Myers, and somehow, because a door hit her hand, she turned it around all the way and shot herself in the face. She was stupid, and she definitely deserves the Shit the Bed 0-nail award. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's all for the Halloween franchise. I had a blast covering all these movies. I watched a lot of Michael Myers over the past few months. So much thanks to everybody who's watched these videos, commented, and subscribed. I truly, truly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you consider doing it. I put a Nails in a Coffin video every Friday. Haven't missed since I started my channel over a year ago. And I really love if you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Now, after I sign off, stay tuned, because I've been dodging Michael Myers for the past 13 weeks, and we had our final confrontation, and after I sign off, I'll have that video clip posted at the end of this video. And as of recording this, I have no clue what I'm going to cover next. I'll leave it as a surprise for next Friday. So again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss a video. I also have my Horror Movie Superlative series, and those episodes go up every Wednesday. My friend Carl and I are covering the 1990s. Should be a lot of fun, and our video for 1990 just went out this past Wednesday. I'll have some cards up here for you guys to check out. So, take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, enjoy the holidays. I am your friendly neighbor who don't compete, and remember, with great kills, there must also come great nails. Well, it's been 13 weeks me trying to avoid Michael Myers, and this is the final conflict between he and I. And it's kind of poetic, this actually took place on Halloween, so here's the aftermath of our final conflict, and now if you're ready for it, this is exactly how we got here.